Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Togen's Fly Shop, Maui Jim Sunglasses, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Rick Passek, the Fly Fishing Fanatic. Now, welcome to another episode of On the Bench, Sport Fishing on the Fly. Today, salmon time. Salmon are coming in. I know the springs, red springs and stuff are in already. Depending where you are, pinks will be coming soonish, within the next month. So that's why I thought I'd get this out and to you guys, so you guys can tie these up and be ready for the pink run. Depending where you are, west coast, east coast of the island, and on the mainland, will depend on whether you're getting a big run or a small run of pink. So, but this is one of my favorite pink patterns. So here we go. In the vise today, we have a Mustad O'Shaughnessy saltwater hook. This is a size 6. I use a size 8, 6, and 4 for these. I don't go any bigger than that. 6 and 8s are my usual. It's a little, I use a different pink beads. This one happens to be more of a fuchsia color, but I really like this fuchsia, but I use a pink as well. And so depending on which version I'm tying, I really like using a chartreuse head as well. Thread, I'm going to be using some chartreuse fluorescent green classic waxed 8/0 from Zemperfly. For the tail, I'm going to be using a combination of a little bit of rabbit crosscut in pink and some flash, this angel hair from Hands. Okay, so going to start with a nice green underbody. This is just going to be your underbody. It will show through, but you want that nice fluorescent green underbody on this one. I do tie it exactly the opposite as this as well, with a bright pink underbody and a chartreuse body or hackle. Oh, sorry, I forgot to let you guys know the hackle is going to be Palmer Chenille, pink, small. Yeah. So, okay. So now I'm going to take a little bit of that rabbit. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit right off of one of the cross cuts. I'm just going to take a tiny bit off. This is going to be my tail. I don't want much of a tail on these. Don't want much of anything on these. So just a little bit of a tail. And I'm just going to hold it right about there. I want about the length of the body at least sticking past. So about like that, but not a lot of material. Okay. Come back to the bend. Go under just to help hold that up. Okay, and then I'm going to come, I'm going to lay this just open wraps all the way forward here. I can nip off, sorry, I'm going to nip off the length first. So nip off my length like that, and then just open wraps just to tie it in. It doesn't matter if it wraps around, and you just want to make sure that you get it all covered eventually here, which I will. So now that that's in, like I said, you don't want much. Now I take a little bit of that angel hair. I'm just taking just a tiny bit of it, just to add a little bit of flash into the tail here. Probably like 5 or 6 little strands, and not much. You know, with angel hair so thin as it is, right? So again, I'm just going to lay this and come all the way forward, and I will cut my butt sections square, lay that on top, catch that in. Sorry, I'm having a catching that. There we go. Pull that back just a bit. There we go. All the way back, right on top of the hook. Now, the longest fibers of my rabbit, roughly there, I'm just going to give it a bit of a cut. That's it. Okay. Good. So now, counterclockwise spin, just to flatten my thread a bit. Just going to get probably go all the way forward and all the way back again. And that'll make sure that I've got a pretty good green underbody. Just continue to do a counterclockwise spin. Tie that up right there. Nice green underbody. If a little bit of pink shows through, it's not a big deal. First of all, there's going to be a lot of pink in this, and it's not going to really show through, right? So, like a lot of the pink. So now I'm going to take the Palmer Chenille, and like I said, the small. Don't use the medium. Medium works great for larger flies, but for this, I like using the small. I find, especially pinks, I find they get really, really skittish around bigger flies and overdressed flies. So like this is about as dressed as I would ever go for a pink. Usually like the handle, like right now, if I would stop just as it is, like just finish doing a cleaner body, that's it. That works really well. It's more of a handlebar style. I actually really like using pink balloons. I take pink balloons and I cut them into strips, and I use those for the body, and that's it. And just a little bead, and that's it. No tail, no nothing. Almost like a chironomid, like a big chironomid. So I'm just going to go back and forth just to make sure the body's nice and green underneath there. Counterclockwise spin one last time. All the way forward. Take my Palmer Chenille, and I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to do a Palmer. So one right at the back. And then I'm going to open up. And open up. Open up. And make sure those fibers are always flowing backwards. And then right it behind the bead. 1, 2, 3 at the most. Hold that right in there. One on top, one in front, one on top, one in front, one on top, one in front. Cut off your chenille. Get your whip finisher. Five turn. A little bit of Sally Hansen's onto the thread, or head cement, whatever you like using. It's up to you. And then 3 more. Give you just that little tiny bit of a hot spot there. You can build more if you want, but I don't usually. And that is your finished fly. I'll take my little dubbing brush and just give it a bit of a brush out, make sure none of those fibers got caught. Stroke it back. That's it. You see how that little bit of that chartreuse comes popping through there because I've palmered it? That is it. I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit for you guys, just so you guys. There. A little bit of the flash in the tail, and a little bit of the green showing through, and that is it. Super, super, super easy to tie, and fishes really, really, really well. Like I said, I tie the same one in with a chartreuse Palmer Chenille as well. That one does really well for coho. This one's better for pinks, much better for pinks. So, alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and thanks for watching this episode of On the Bench with Sport Fishing on the Fly.